Hi, my name is Sucheta Rawal, and I am a food and travel writer and author, and I also founded a nonprofit organization called Go Eat Give. So the past 10 plus years, I have been traveling around the world and learning about different cultures. I write a series of children's books that's called Beato Goes To, and I also contribute food and travel articles for different publications like CNN, Travel and Leisure, Foodors, and my blog. So my job is clearly freelancing and writing. It seems like a dream job, and in some ways it is, because I do get to eat and travel for a living, and I actually get paid to do that. A lot of times people say, oh my god, if I lived like you, if I was getting paid to travel to different countries and experience these cultures and eat the best foods, that would be like a dream come true. And it is in many ways. I have traveled to over almost 100 countries, all 7 continents, and I've learned so much along the way. But like any other job, this also involves work. So my days typically start very early in the morning. I have a lot of things to do, like interviews, to be aware and awake. So it's not like a vacation, because I have to show up. I can't just sit by the pool and have a nice relaxing time. I have to try everything what the chef prepares for me. I have to taste, I have to critique, take pictures, write on social media, have my notes, remember the words, and then when I come home at the end of the night or at the hotel, I have to download all that I learned into my computer. I have to edit my photos, write something on social media right away. And then when I come back home, I have to write pitches for my editors that I will be working with. So I send them a little outline of the story that I want to publish, and then based on my story, they may or may not publish that full article. So then I have to sit down and write the articles. And that's a lot of work, but it's fun. I love it. And then the same thing with the books. I generally go to the same country a few times, do a lot of research, and it takes about a year to research and write a book. So I went to university to study business, and my undergrad and master's was in finance. I thought I wanted to be an investment banker because I was very good with numbers and I loved math. I love studying business. So my first job was in investment banking, and then I was a consultant for a few years. I worked in corporate, and I realized that that's not where my heart was. I was good at it. I made a lot of money doing it, but I didn't feel the passion in me. I would go sit in front of my computer at work and think about what was the next vacation I was going to take and where I would travel to in my next holiday. And that's where my mind was. I was always interested in traveling and going out and eating and learning about different people. So I made the decision to switch from having a stable corporate job in finance to becoming a full-time writer, a food and travel writer. And it required a lot of patience and guts. It didn't happen overnight. I didn't get successful overnight, but I transitioned out of my corporate job over a few years, started writing for a few magazines on the side while I still had my full-time job. And over a few years' time, I found myself in a place where I feel that this is what I do full-time. I love it. I don't make as much money as I did in my corporate job, but it's about having the satisfaction, being happy, and living your passion. So if you are thinking about being a writer or journalist or traveler down the road, my advice to you would be start now. Don't be afraid of writing. Don't think that, oh, who's going to read what I have to write? Am I going to get published? I think sometimes we can be our own worst critic and we undermine the work that we do. And as writers, we tend to do that a lot. But keep writing and keep sharing your work, whether it's with your family, with your school newspaper, with your local community magazine, whatever you find. Ask them for a chance. Say you're willing to do something for free to build your portfolio, and maybe you'll cover the local events or write about a local chef, whatever your interest may be. But start somewhere and build your portfolio along the way. Give yourself a chance and see if it's the right thing for you. If it drives you enough to where you can see yourself doing this for many, many years, then you can be a successful writer. So the last thing I want to share with you is, as young women, I want you to feel empowered to do whatever that you want to do. I myself grew up in India and I moved to US when I was 17, and I was the first person in my family to do some of the things that I have done, like traveling to almost 100 countries, engaging in so many adventures that my mom or my grandmom would have still not believed that their daughter could do that. So you can also do the same things. Just let your imagination take you wherever you want to go and follow your passion. And as a woman, don't feel like you cannot do it, because you can.